What's poppin', Mexipino family? Before we start this podcast, we just wanted to talk to you about our sponsors, Tap Tap Send.
Tap Tap Send is your remittance best friend. You can send money to the Philippines from the U.S., Europe,
right.
UK, Canada, and United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, and the best part about it is that there are literally zero fees. No fees, man. So if you're sending $1 to the Philippines, they're literally going to get 55 pesos, like the maximum amount.
Yeah, you're literally going to get the best bang for your buck when it comes to Tap Tap Send. So download the app right now. Use code Mexipino for $20.
Yes, $20 to your family and friends in the Philippines? Why not? All right, y'all. Shouts out to Tap Tap Send, and let's get into this podcast. All right, kamusta na kayo?
Hola, everyone.
Let's go.
Okay. You know what? I thought you were going to start off this podcast with speaking the many languages that you already speak, bro.
Oh, man. Nah, I wouldn't, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Easy Mill in the motherfucking building, man.
Let's go.
Fun fact, he was limping like crazy when I first saw him downstairs. What were you doing again, dude?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, just to reward myself for, all the content I did in the morning, we went to the barracks. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw that you were skating yesterday. So
yeah, I was skating, and I did a lot of things that I didn't think I would do in just a short amount of time, like a lot of tricks. Yeah.
So you went Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
More P-Rod.
Okay.
When did you start skating? How young were you?
High school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, early.
Yeah,
high
I
school.
thought you were started when you were 9 or something for some reason.
Well, babe, also mind you that high school in the Philippines is different than high school in the U.S.
Right.
Oh.
That's so facts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What is it, bro? Like high school, you stop high school at 16?
Yeah. So a lot of I went to college at 16. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, cause the schooling system is kind of not crazy, but in terms of the times where let's say kind of behind, still on the catch up, because even K to 12 system, as an educational system, was just here in the States at first. And I was actually the last batch. Me and my homies, and my classmates, basically 6th grade was becoming 7th grade while I was still in 2nd year high school, if you understand me.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yeah.
Then
The
after
math is not math for me.
so after like this. After 6th grade, you become high school.
Got you. Okay, we on the same page now. Yeah, we got it.
Now
There you go.
makes sense.
We got it.
Okay.
Yeah. After 6th grade, you become high school.
Oh, you can open the door. You can open the door.
all
We good.
podcast.
We
Yeah,
good.
come on.
Oh, you gotta pull it.
You got a really cool. Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
sucking
Lord.
door.
Yeah, you know, on a very side note, I love the fact that your family is basically part of your team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
love,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah,
That's so
man.
much love.
Gotta keep it tight.
Yeah,
do, man.
we were just talking
Super
about.
pause, by the way. On you gotta keep it tight.
Oh, Lord.
We were just
Oh,
talking
Lord.
about, how Nico and I are in a relationship, and you also work with your girlfriend too. What do you say is the benefits of that? Because there are times where I'm like, okay, what happened?
I fucked up. I didn't press record. Let's start over again. Kamusta na kayo?
Hello,
What?
everyone.
All right, we starting over, man. Easy Mel is in the motherfucking building.
Let's go.
That was round one. That was round
out.
one because I actually messed up and I didn't press record.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just nervous, man. We got somebody great in the motherfucking building.
No,
That's all I'm
literally,
saying.
I ain't too good.
We'll pick up where we started.
Yes.
But we were talking prior to Nico not recording, how we were we're in a relationship, we work together. You work with your family, you work with your girlfriend. What's the benefits, would you say, of that?
I would say just knowing the ins and outs of each other, and when it comes to decision making, especially the very important ones that might benefit you in the long run and stuff like that. You know that when you're too busy on something else, they could probably take that full for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll do the decisions, they know you by heart. That what decisions you make, probably on this next to next basis.
So basically, she trusts everything that you do.
Yeah.
See that? See? That's all you gotta do. Let me tell you this. I'm busy, but I'm sure I'm not as busy as you, man. You traveling the world. You know what I mean? You traveling the world and everything. So if I go to the club and I'm getting a phone call, I'm just like, dude, like, I'm good. I'm working, relax.
What would you say is the best like part of like traveling for you?
Best part of traveling is just finding out new places like Dubai. Went there, and like the first one that I'm really like still kind of like having dreams of, like from London, you know, like that moment, just like we was just walking all day, and that was crazy to me. So I want to go to London probably a little more.
Does it faze you that, like, you know, you're a kid from the Philippines, man, and like I've been there just a couple times. It's very small.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing different parts of the world. Did you ever think rapping would take you to like where you are today?
I don't know, cause like, you know what I'm saying, not even the traveling aspect, because my moms and pops was kind of doing like, you know, the same thing, so it's kind of just gotten hip to me as a kid. Like they would take me these places, but for me to like get it out on my own, like it's crazy to think that it would be rap music, but I'm just thankful. You feel me?
Yeah.
Was your parents ever pushing like the narrative, like the doctor lawyer type situation on you growing up?
No, not so much them.
No.
Everybody else though.
Yeah, okay.
Well, because your parents are musicians too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it was just easier. Not easier, but like it was more like, okay, like we understand it type of thing.
Yeah, but I feel like that was like the double-edged sword with it. Like, you know, at the time growing up, because there's a lot of things that I would say you do learn from school, and like, you know, in terms of their perspective is like, you know, make money or starve. Like it was really at the time, and they was really hustling with the music. So like in my perspective, like I really did go to school. I tried, but now I'm like dropped out of school. Now make money or starve.
Yeah.
How does rap music even get to you? Because, bro, when I was in the Philippines when I was a youngster, right, it was around the time when Michael Jackson died. So it made sense because, you know, Michael Jackson died and his music had like a very much global impact on everybody. I mean, his fucking songs are on karaoke, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how does rap music even get to you since you're so separated from the U.S.?
So it's like a slow transition, man. Like you right about that. Like at the time when MJ died, like that was a huge part of, I would say, even me getting introduced to like the dancing, like, you know, like the culture of it, because him, even in his beats and in his songs, like he has hip hop stuff. And then partner that with like later years, like I saw Jabberwockies and they was doing like feel that beat, then we can ride the boat in their like choreography.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, like I got hip to MJ, Jabberwockies, Chris Brown, like, and then later on, like in high school, would be Eminem, because like I'd be a skater, so it would be what I would be consuming. I was mostly like doing it with like the body, but not necessarily like speaking about what I was going through, like, you know, out there. But like, you know, so I was dancing, I was skating, I was a soccer player, like all here.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, soccer player too?
Yeah, I didn't know
That's
that.
kind of lit, bro.
How long did you play soccer for?
So in high school, like I was doing it to try to compete for like school versus school stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then in college, I tried out for like futsal. You know that, like the indoor one where you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you heard of futsal?
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
So that one too, but almost got in, and also it started when I was in 6th grade actually, and then kept liking it because like it would just be the pastime.
You know, it's funny because you mentioned like that you were skating, you would listen to Eminem, and then like now obviously signed to Shady Records. Like that's just an insane full circle.
Insane,
like
bro.
I can't even imagine. It's like, bro, I just used to listen to you just skating, and that was it. And now you're literally family. Like, it's crazy.
It's nuts, man. I still can't like pinpoint like the feeling I have for it to this day.
Yeah,
because it lives rent free in my head.
Yeah. How did all of that come about, bro? Like, what record did they find? Like, how the whole Aftermath thing happened for you?
Yeah, man. So we uploaded the music video to my song Up Down.
Yeah.
On like the first version of my album Duality. Like not even the Redux yet, right? And then when we put it out, 3 days after that, we got an email from Paul, but we shrugged it off. Like she thought it was fake.
Really?
Yeah, because like let's just say Shady Records Goliath after me, hey Paul, how do we connect to Easy? And she was like, can't be real, man.
This ain't real. This ain't real. I get it though, because you kind of get an email and it's like
the homie wrote it up.
Yeah, no. Sometimes like emails nowadays, like work emails, you're just kind of like, I don't know about this one.
Or like when you get those text messages on your phone and it's like, oh, like I'm here to give you $1,000. Just give me your bank account.
Yeah. So it was that, right? And then a month after that, basically, we just had our people at Virgin gave us a shrug, like, yo, there's something going on and it's actually really shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the Ben, the homie, told my girl, like, while she was at work, and then she came home to tell me, and yeah, I just like that was a day before we were supposed to go to LA, bro. A day before. She told me at home, like bro, I exploded like in this like sense of like just running around the house and just like, and then it was like this 2-punch, bro. The first one, so yeah, Easy, you're gonna be meeting with Eminem. What the? And then I circled around like, what the? And then come back to the. No, you tell me the same real, bro. Like Prince. And also Dr. Dre's gonna be.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was knocked out. He got hit with that Pacquiao combo. You feel me? He got hit with the Pacquiao with the 2 boom.
That's insane though. Like, I mean, just like the feeling, like you don't even know where to like you said, you still don't know how to feel that. Like, it's just like, where do I even start to like? And what was the first like words that you said to each other, Eminem and Dre? Like, what were the first words?
Oh, I walked in, but like so. Getting to the studio, like at the meeting, so it was this basement, and then my girl and my mom already walked in, and Dre was there, like in like the lobby of it, right on the couch. And then I was just peeking. My mom and girl already went in. I'm still peeking, like he's right there. Like that's my brain, bro. Like, and then I walk in, and he stands up. Hey, superstar. Man, what is you talking about, headphone maker?
Man. That's not good. He said headphone maker. I'm sick.
That's hilarious.
He's like, hey,
I wore you before, bro. You were right on my head.
That's
bro.
But it was crazy though. It must have been so crazy.
Yeah, and then. After that, he just like walked here kind of like waiting for me to get inside because he's trying to probably like also get a reaction from me meeting.
That's crazy.
And then I walked to the door. I saw the glimpse of him from the door and I was like, bro, almost fainted, bro. He was sitting on the couch just like this. And then when I walked to the door, I was like, nah, we'll never. And then he stood up too, like from the bed, like, Ezekiel.
Oh my God.
First name basis too,
Yeah, first
huh?
name basis right off the bat. That's so crazy.
And then how long before you got, I mean, I felt like the internet went crazy, right? It was like Easy Mill signs to Dr. Dre. As a matter of fact, she got the news first. I was just like, oh, okay. You're on Filipino news before me. That's nuts, right? And then so we saw that photo. Then I just felt like the next day, like your single with Eminem came out. Like how like it was quick. It was so quick.
I just came prepared, bro. Like at the days of that before, like, you know, getting before she came home, like just that week I was working on beats and working on stuff. And then one of those things was the realest beat. Like I had the first verse and the hook, and I didn't want to change it for nothing because like I was on something, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I put it all out on there, and then basically first verse, hook, and I brought it with me. You know what I'm saying, to the studio and make sure I was prepared. And I let him listen to it. And Dre was like, yeah, I'm going to eat that up.
That's crazy.
Back and forth. Yeah, the whole thing's out.
I have a very rapper question right now.
Okay.
You know, I know you've had a lot of rapper interviews for the past couple of days, but Who do you think had a better verse on the realest? You or Eminem? He walked away. Yeah. He walked.
Man, Shady Gang, you already know what's up. Duality Redux out right now. Don't copy.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. That would have to be for the people to decide.
Is there like more in some files somewhere that we're just waiting on?
Definitely. What?
Is there more songs with M that like we're just waiting on?
Maybe.
There
we go. Look at that. He got PR trained so quick.
Yeah, he got media trained real quick. But also too, I wanted to bring up Filipino Heritage Night at Dodgers.
Yeah.
I was there. I was hosting. I didn't get the chance to meet you that day, but dude, honestly, you have an arm on you. You launched that thing.
Whoa.
Like no, he launched the ball like so hard. I was like, oh damn, like okay, but like how nervous were you for that?
Oh, pretty nervous because all I ever threw at as a kid was chickens. So, so it was pretty wild because it's actual baseball. And in soccer practice, there will be some baseball people right there, and we just throw it back. And I never took it seriously. So this was crazy. Like to never play baseball and get a pitcher at the Dodgers. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you officially a Dodgers fan now? Is that what we on?
Yeah, I guess so.
There we go. Hey.
By association, I mean, he's from the Bay. He's from San Francisco. So before we met, he was a Giants fan. But now he's a Dodgers fan.
You know what I mean? Dodgers pay the rent, so I ain't even tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't even tripping. It's crazy to see your progression over the years, right? I think Roslyn had put me on what was that? Maybe 4 years ago or something like that. But Nala was just the first thing out.
Yeah.
And immediately I was like, that's so fucking cool that he's rapping in so many different languages on this. I want to ask you, how many languages do you know, and how did you end up learning all of it?
3 of them just because of growing up and had to learn. So, Ilocano, Tagalog, and English.
Okay.
And then all of the others by way of exposure and kind of just having a really liking. So Japanese and Chinese. Yeah.
You speak Japanese?
少しだから。
日本語は少し話します。
少しだから。やめな。
I only know a little bit. I took 4 years of it in high school, and then
that's crazy.
I got my seal by literacy, and then I just know if someone gives me directions, I know where to go. That's all. I'm but that's so impressive though. That's so cool. I mean, I feel like knowing so many languages too is also gonna, benefit you music wise too. Cause you could put something here and there in Japanese or whatever other languages you may learn and come across that it's just gonna be that much more universal for you.
Yeah, I feel like that too. But in light of what you were saying, which is actually I feel like the way it is with the language thing as well, when it helps with how you put in words together. Because it comes up with different nuances of how you say it sounds like the sky is blue. Even that when sometimes in English it can be already so deep going forward with that, but how you say it in a different language, it's the nuances, the sentence gonna get longer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and also too, you're able to rhyme words with other words in different languages, right?
I tried that.
It's hard. I mean, I can assume it's hard as hell. You know what
hard.
I mean? What rhymes with wet? Wet. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. Yeah. Exactly. A wet.
Okay. What rhymes with lechon?
Get you on.
Oh, see? I'm gonna get you on this lechon. You feel me?
Nico has a little bit of a songwriting side to him, so it's all good.
Poquito, you feel me? Poquito.
With the mojito,
Jackie's been teaching me a lot of Spanish ever since we got together.
Yeah.
Do you know any Spanish?
Poquito. I guess I just learned for you right now.
That. But there's actually do you remember what spot it was? There's a spot in the Philippines that is primarily Spanish speaking.
Yeah, I never been there, but I heard a Chabacano. That's
Chabacano, yeah.
Isn't that Visayan Spanish? Visayan Spanish. There you go.
Oh, Visayan Spanish. So it's what?
See, I'll be okay in that part of the Philippines. I think I'm good there. Put me anywhere else, I don't think I'm gonna be okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
What part are you from again?
So in the North Islands, it's a small town called Olongapo.
Okay.
So basically it's called Subic Bay as well. Like, that's what it's famously known for people who've been to the Philippines like really often.
Mm-hmm.
And this used to had a naval base, and actually now is getting reconstructed and repopulated as we speak. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. And is what's the main language over there?
Tagalog, Ilocano, Visayan, and Pampangueño.
Oh, so you guys speak like damn near all the well, not all, but you guys
Not
speak a
all,
lot of
but there's
languages.
so many languages in the Philippines, bro, because it's like a 7,000 island archipelago.
Yeah. When I was in the Philippines in when was that? January, right? I was first of all, I went back to Batangas, and so I'm brushing up on my Tagalog, and I'm telling my cousins, I'm like, I'm ready to go to Cebu, so I'm getting all my Tagalog ready, and they're just like, dude, they don't even speak Tagalog there. I'm like, fuck, well, okay, well now I'm just wasting my damn time.
Facts.
And then I come to realize too, speaking to the locals, that there's a lot of like, I guess, tension between like Manila and Cebu, like the Tagalog speakers versus like the Visaya speakers. Is there any like of that tension between like the north where you're from versus like Manila and like the inner city?
I mean, definitely had its times where there was tension because like just a sparse from across like all the scenes that has to do with like just the plane of existence out there, right? So you got like in the streets, like crossing to just like the store bases of people as workers, and then you got the media base. So all of this just comes into conjunction with that. Like, there's definitely been some like wars, and let's just talk in the media base, right? Like where I'm from in Olongapo, like we try our best to make it out like with the music too, because we're very much underdogs when it comes to our scene in the Philippines. So there was like this moniker that people called us like out in Manila, and I worked hard to like get rid of that moniker. Yeah. So because we was really like underdogs back then.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. I mean, like I have conversations with Jackie all the time, like whether it be stuff that is directed toward like a group of people, like I also feel like it's up to you, the person, to own that word and be like, how can we change the narrative around this? And mind you, I don't even know what word you're talking about, and we don't even have to discuss what that particular word is, but I just love the fact that you took that word and you're like, I'm taking this off of me, and I'm gonna make something. Whether you make something big out of it or make something big out of yourself, is up to you. And clearly, you're doing that.
Yeah,
I'm
trying.
No, you are. It is. It's like it's wild to see. The like from when Nico first showed me. I mean, I think you were even part of one of his videos too.
Yeah. I think Rosalind had me do like a music video where she's like, "Oh, just grab your phone, just be like, Panalo," and I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
Like with Tines. Yeah.
So it's like crazy to see like from your progression from like when I heard about you through Nico at that time, and then now it's just like insane. Like, did you always know that rap was gonna be the music directive that you were gonna take? Or did you ever like wanted to venture off into like rock or anything?
So that's, I would say, like flip that. Yeah. Like rap, I've always loved it. Always listened to it. Always been in my rotation ever since legit. So the music that I started to work with was metal. And
okay.
Like deathcore and death metal, like that. That's how I first started like music production and got to know how to use all of this.
So you know how to play like guitar and everything, or what? Yeah. He's super lit.
How many instruments do you play?
Guitar, a little bit of drums. I'm not that great. Some keyboard, mainly guitar.
Oh.
Yeah, mainly guitar.
Is your family like musically inclined? Because I remember your sister sings, right? Or does she rap?
I would say we're pretty musically inclined.
Okay.
Pretty musically inclined, cause like that's also like the why, like us and our people where we're from in the Philippines, like that's us. Like we're like people of the bands.
Yeah.
Bands people. Like that's our like city. Like we're like kind of like the LA and Vegas mixed together in the Philippines.
Oh wow.
Because it's kind of like Vegas where people call it Sin City, Olongapo, my hometown, but it's Seaside though.
Like
why?
So like LA.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: in Seaside, right? Like, what's a typical day for you look like before all this rap shit? What was what were the go-to spots? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to visit.
Okay.
So I need to know if I ever go there. I need to do like the easy meal, like regular day type shit. You know?
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna put you on it. So
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna take you a ride to like the high school me.
Okay.
So I grew up in Jones Street. So there's a little place called Mexipino, and it's actually right next to where I used to live.
Okay.
So you just go down there, and then you got a lot of places you can go. I would recommend you could go to Willie's.
Willie's, okay.
Yeah, that's a old resto bar just right there. Also M2200, that's just right here. But that's just me going out of the house.
That's walking down the street.
That's down the street.
Yeah, that's just me getting out of the house. And then you can go inside the old naval base, and that's where all the outlets is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where all the malls is now.
That's where all the Tita babies are too, huh?
So you see, like me walking out the house, like I'm picking up all the homies, like, hey yo, let's go to the base real quick. I'm trying to hit some spots. Hey yeah. So we go to this little I go make a left when I right going inside of the base. And then right here on the left side, it's like a theme park. But it's really like a little rundown because this is the Philippines. This ain't the Americas. but you're gonna have some fun for real. And then on the left side you got like a little like a pond, and there's also like a bar there. You feel me? So if you want to take her out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
See? Yeah, definitely take that.
No, we gotta do it.
That right there, like that's the spot where I first smoked weed. Oh yeah.
Damn, you know it to the brim, huh? Like right there.
And then basically, if y'all make that left, y'all can just swirl around the inside of the base and have a good time. Cause like if y'all reach at the end of like the base, that's like where like the pier is, and that's beautiful to take some pictures.
That's lit.
Wow.
Okay, so
I feel like whenever we go to the Philippines, we're just gonna be replaying. We're like, okay, he said make a left here and go there.
He said double tap your legs 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's so awesome though. That like
I'm with
you
that.
just like are so still connected with where you grew up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was talking to my people. Speaking of what you were saying, right? Just being connected to where you were from, right? I was speaking with my people over in the Philippines, a couple label reps, right? And he was telling me like the biggest issue for Filipino Americans, right? Trying to have the Philippines like champion them, right? The issue is that Filipino Americans don't take the time to go back to the Philippines and capture the roots and capture everything that's going on and actually learn about the culture. I know a couple months ago, right? There was like a whole dispute between like a girl graduating over here, a Filipino American girl graduating, wearing the flag, and someone from the Philippines was like literally outraged by it, bro. And I looked at the whole thing and I said, there's an issue right here because we're all Filipino at the end of the day. Like, sure, one might be less educated than the other, but we shouldn't take that as an opportunity to like bash each other. We should take this as an opportunity to like educate and help each other grow. Like, from your perspective, how do you see like the differences between like the Filipinos actually in the Philippines and whether it be like Filipino Americans? Do you think that there's something that like Filipino Americans or Filipinos outside of the Philippines could do better to educate themselves, or is it just something that we got to solve like altogether?
I feel like it's an altogether thing, but there might be like also sometimes like sacrificial lambs that have to be like the examples to set in place for us to not do like what we see that is happening, because even still to this day, like OG, OG Filipino Americans that have just lived in Vegas, are getting assaulted and by random like dudes like in their homes. It's like, so it's, to me, it's on a different level where there has to be someone who has to work really hard to get rid of like that prejudice in itself as to like where it's seen, because that taking place, it comes to the point where I feel that coming from whoever the old dude is who got pissed off, it was kind of like me getting pissed off at these Manila guys saying us Olongapo people were bano. And like in that sense, like you don't know what you're talking about. Like you don't know where we at or where we're from. Like in that stance, I see where old dude, but that's wrong in its sense as well. Because like now you're gonna seem uneducated because you're literally striking off like on like such little information. You saw the girl was Pinay too, probably wearing the flag, like graduating. Like why you do that? I don't know. Like you pissed off or something, you on one. Get off it.
I love that.
And that's just plain and simple how it is, to be honest. Because like that goes for both. Like I think the Filipinos from the Philippines, Filipino Americans, and even like with Mexicans and Mexican Americans, there's always that constant struggle too. Yeah. And it's just like sometimes we all just need to, like you said, get off of it.
Yeah, I feel like there's more important things in the world to worry about, right? Like, I mean, the amount of typhoons that hit the Philippines, right? Like, just the poverty that's over there. And we're over here, like, stressing about a flag? Like, come on, dude. Yeah. That's just how I feel. And it...
Me too.
Oh, man. Like, it honestly makes me very emotional because working with Rosalind for, like, hella years, like, it's just made me more proud to be Filipino. So whenever I talk about these things, like... I'll put it to you this way, right? Like, before I moved to LA, I was not proud to be Filipino. And then when I was detached from my culture of the Philippines, which is in, like, Daly City and whatnot, right? Like, once I detached myself from there, I felt like I missed it and wanted to know more about it. So whenever I see things like this happening now, like, I don't know. It just strikes me in a different way.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you in that sense because, like, to me, like, I can only go so far, like, speaking in English, but, like, just living in the Philippines and being accustomed to, like, what's going on out there, the good and the bad, right? And then coming here, like, it had to be some of the English music to kind of, like, kind of give me a slap in the face as to, like, what I should be proud of because look at what they're glorifying out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that to me is just something I'm thankful for because, like, the amount of things that's like being used for monetary gain out here in terms of like false, saturated nonsense. I can't get behind that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
I hear that, man.
That was a deep conversation right there.
They got me in my feelings. They got me a little bit hungry. You know what I'm talking about? We have a Mexipino food fest happening.
Okay, where's that at?
You and the family would like to come. It's September 16 and 17.
We know you guys have all busy schedules, so if you're here in LA and that time, we'd love to have you guys.
I'm curious,
just to try some food. So
I'm curious about that.
We wanted to ask you, bro. Like, what's your top 3 favorite like Filipino food?
Oh wow!
If you had to narrow it down, 10.
Oh, top 10.
Top 10. Mom was like 10. Let's go.
Mom said 10.
I'm gonna take the challenge. I'll go with 5 as an extent.
Okay.
Sinigang definitely.
Oh.
Sinampaluhang manok. So that's sinigang, but with chicken. That's just the name for it.
So, babe, I know you haven't had sinigang yet, but it's basically chicken soup, basically, right?
Yeah. Chicken tamarind soup.
We've been together 3 years, and I've only had what? I've only had sisig, I've only had lechon, and I've only had what is your
Why
dad
you
make?
only giving a pork,
Yeah,
man?
no,
What? Because it's fucking good, bro.
Wait, what is your dad make? Oh, sotanghon.
Oh, sotanghon.
His
Yeah,
dad makes
okay.
sotanghon, and I absolutely love it. But I've only had maybe 5 Filipino dishes since being together. So
Give
I need
us some
my palate
sinigang, bro.
expanded.
Seafood City, right quick.
Yeah, hey man, look. I'm saying.
Okay, so it's sinigang.
Sinigang and Bicol Express.
Beagle Express. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So that is actually coconut oil, coconut milk. And,
You don't even know what it is.
coconut.
just eat it.
Wait. Coconut milk, and you got some chilies on it, some green chilies and pork, and shrimp paste.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Do they serve it in like the coconut shell? They could.
I grew up in the Philippines, so like I get in the what do we call karinderya? You heard me? So like I just go in the corner and like pabili po, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
so whatever you put it in, it's okay.
Okay.
It's just as long as it's shrimp paste, pork, coconut milk.
Amen to that. Was that 4 or 5?
That was 2, I think.
Oh, that's
3.
no,
3.
he said
Oh, yeah,
three.
3. My bad.
Wait, let's chalk it up to one that's sinigang and like sinampalukan mano. So we got 2.
Okay. Damn, you really love food, huh? You're really trying to get everything in this 5 list.
Yeah. Wait, ano pa bang paborito ko, babe? Adobo.
Adobo,
Syempre.
Okay.
Adobo. 4. Di yun Pinoy?
Kare-kare?
Kare-kare?
Ooh, pinakbet, huh?
Yeah, pakbet. There you go. Pakbet.
You got one more slot, bro. I know this is tougher. I know
like,
this
I'm
is way
thinking-
tougher than your top 5 rappers. of
Y'all
all
got
time.
me like if I was alone in the island for 10 years type of situation in my head right now.
Spam, it's just the spam.
Spam, bro.
For,
What, you ain't rocking with the spam silog?
yeah, I'm gonna go with spam. Hawaiians and Filipinos love that shit.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Come on, man.
No, I'm
Honorable
up
mention,
5,
honorable
mom.
mention.
I'm out. I'm disqualified
Yeah.
if I say.
No, we got the spam silog. Tito, yeah, spam silog. It's okay. It's Filipino enough.
Yo,
Filipino.
spam with some sinigang soup.
See, he knows what I'm talking about.
He
You know
said,
what?
That's it, mic drop.
Yes. We're ending the podcast with spam and sinigang soup. That matter of fact, that's the name of this fucking podcast.
That's gonna be the title. Spam and sinigang soup. Sinigang and spam.
My easy mail. What do people have to look forward to music wise? You have more music coming out at the end of the year?
More music videos. I'm so excited. More music videos to be putting out, and definitely more work to be done.
Hell yeah.
I want to make not just motion pictures for the songs, but like motion pictures. So.
Nice.
Okay. Be with it, man. Look out for the motion pictures. Easy mail, man. My name is Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
Yeah, we keep it cracking flippy.
Hell yeah. Mexipino podcast. We out. Yee.